Alright, we all know I'm getting my ass kicked in the Blog Awards.
Damn it. I really thought this year would be different. Unfortunately, I'm up against some weird stuff, and I can't compete with that kind of wacky. It seems to me, number one, that Deuce shouldn't be in this category. She should be in, like, bigger blog category. Obviously, that whatever her name is, the Minx, should be in a different category. Either I need to be in the category of my peers. That's what I'm saying. The only good news about that is I went to that blog because I'm like, I can't compete with that. I mean, she's got way too many voters. I'm older than that MySpace page era. But you don't want this stuff to affect your self-esteem. This is not a sign of being like a not finalist or something. A, it's great and it means that you're good at what you're doing, obviously. But then you enter the competition, and then if you're not the best of finalists, you feel like crap. So I went to that blog thinking like, you know, like prepared for some kind of greatness. And then I was like, this isn't better than my blog. Like, you know, she's not a better writer. She's just doing something different. Anyway, so that's that. And I will say there is this whole weird internal pressure where then you think like, I got to do something better on my blog. I got to be more, you know. No, my blog is what it is. It is the blog. You know, I can't be changing it to try to get more votes. Although you should all be voting. If only so I don't feel so bad. It's one thing to be fifth, it's another to be last, so let's keep that in mind. Yes, I know. It doesn't really matter. But it is frustrating to know, like, a certain number of people read your blog every day. Not that number is voting. Well, oh well. Also, I'm blaming Mr. F partly because after all this time, don't you think that maybe I could have a better blog design? I'm just using the Blogger template. It just says amateur hour, right? Meanwhile, I'm married to someone who could actually give me a better look. I'm hoping someday he will. Not to mention, I need a different template so that I can have ads on the top and the sides. Right now I can only have that one ad on the side, and while it brings me income, I could be making 2 to 3 times as much if I could have more ads going on. And we could use it. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to do that. He needs to do something. I need something that says pro, you know what I'm saying. Other news. I'm in horrible pain this week. Fortunately, being a woman, I got my period, and I will say it's been horrible because I normally have horrible lower back pain associated with that. And it's not helping that I have a broken back. I mean, it's almost unbearable. It's terrible. The pain medicine doesn't even do like anything to take the edge off. So I'm hoping when this week is over, though, that maybe I'll go back to feeling better. I don't know. It's definitely like putting a lot of pressure on my lower back, and I can't take it. So that's bad. I didn't even think about that until it came to pass, and I realized that really sucks. Other news. Can you tell how tired I look these days? I hope you appreciate it. You know I'm in good spirits, people. I can't help but be fun-loving. But people, look at, you know that I'm looking older every day. It's not good. Oprah. My mom. The visit's going pretty well. It's nice to have company. I will say, not that she's not helpful, because she's helping. It's just the frustration of not being able to do stuff yourself. Or like, you know, Mr. F and the damn jammers, you know. I mean, he's got an issue, and it's very frustrating. That actually became a frustrating, that thing, I try to be funny about it, but at the end of the day, I was really depressed that he bought those damn jammers. And we had to have a discussion about it. And then he apologized, and he feels bad, but the point is, I can feel so overwhelmed. People, I mean, think about all the stress I'm under. Number one, you know, I've got a disability. I'm in pain. That's stressful. Number two, the financial stress. People, it's borderline, you know, overwhelming. Okay, it's not. It's overwhelming. And I bear the brunt of that kind of, like, I have to hold all that because Mr. F isn't strong enough to hold it. He's not. And I am the one who's aware of all of it, and I have to make all the changes. And anyone else in this position, and I know a lot of you are, like, you know how much just figuring out the food budget, people, it's so taxing to just try to figure out that, like, I'm trying so hard, so much, I mean, and I'm not even in a 100% functioning, you know, capacity, but trying so hard to, like, plan a menu and a meal and a grocery list that is as cheap as humanly possible while still being, like, of the quality of food I want to feed the kids. You know, it's really, really stressful. And, I mean, people, I'm trying to spend, like, a third of what we were spending last year and still have the same main, you know, ingredients going on and not, like, have a loss of stuff. It takes a lot of planning to do that. So it was really, really disappointing to me, and we had a discussion about it, and, you know, where he finally was like, yes, this financial stuff is really bad, but this is what he goes into this mode. I'll sell the car, you know, and then we don't have to worry about it. It's like, well, number one, you have to sell the car first. We have to see if anyone will even buy the car. And then that only solves, that doesn't even solve the grocery problem. That just solves, like, 2 big ticket problems, but then we're still going to have the same living expense problems that we always have, you know. So, you know, he can't really, like, get into the full mindset of what's going on. Anyway, so the jammers, I was just like, it's just so typical. And he said, he's like, I split it in half, like, it's only $1 whatever per meal. And I'm like, no! I don't know if you can see how many boxes of instant oatmeal we already have. That's food we already bought. Yours is not $1 a meal, it's $1 a meal wasted on the food we already paid for. You know, like, and it's all that money. I mean, I think this did make an impact for him, like, that he did get this part, where I said, like, whatever it was, like the $2 you spent on your stupid freaking jammers, is the difference between conventional milk and organic milk. Like, that's the difference between getting the, like, hormone-laden meat and the, you know, hormone-free meat. Those are the choices that we are making. And, like, that $2 might seem like $2, no big deal, but when we are pinching, like, the penny so hard to, like, bring in that same quality food, that's enough to send me over the edge. And it adds up, people. It's all the little things. That, I think he got. But as we all know, dealing with Mr. F, God love him, stuff comes in, stuff comes out. I mean, like, you have to keep on keeping on. It's like he just can't retain information. It's really frustrating. And I'm not saying that, like, as a personal attack or, like, all men are like that. He'll openly acknowledge, I mean, he has a brain problem. And it's difficult. So, damn those jammers. Damn it. Alright. So I got over that. And we're moving on. We're hoping we can just move on. On that. Oi. Here are the 2 things. I think I've talked about the bread. I'm going to post the recipe. It's pretty good. With my mom here, we're definitely going through 4 loaves this week. And I'll also put up my muffin recipe. I make these muffins all the time. They're super easy. They're healthy, and the kids like them. And those are 2 things that I can make all the time to replace other stuff. That's it. I'm stressed out. I'm pretty stressed out. I just want to be making through the hump, and I think, like, I just really feel like if I was in full, you know, optimum health, I would have more energy to be putting towards this other stuff. I wouldn't be feeling so overwhelmed. But right now, I'm feeling really super overwhelmed, like at the precipice of breakdown. Really. I mean, you know how it goes for me. Really, I don't know. I mean, I want to sell the car just to move forward with that and be able to, I'm really stressed out about the taxes. I'm really stressed about the taxes. And the other thing is, I know, I mean, some people, I guess, were, like, shocked that he was going to sell his car, but, like, here is the deal. We don't have credit card debt, and I refuse to even go there. Like, we have the Lowe's store credit, and that's abnormal for us. We don't normally even carry any type of credit at all. That was because we had to buy these appliances, and if you were around that part, you know that we got screwed, and we ended up having to buy all our appliances. And that, I have till July, I'm going to pay it off. But, like, I refuse to start falling behind, because especially now, I mean, you're going to be carrying like a 30% on those credit cards. I'm not going to do it. So we will do whatever we have to do to not enter into any kind of debt like that. It's not happening. It's not happening. And I wish I were not disabled, because I would be happy, and I have done this in the past, happy to take care of people's kids, so we could at least be getting some kind of, I mean, I could possibly earn enough to pay for kids' tuition, and that would be totally worth it to me. So maybe in a couple months. All right.